Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled A Woman's Obligation in Kiddush on Yom Tov. So the fact is, it sounds like a simple question. We know that women are chayiv in Kiddush. That's not simple at all. On Shabbat, a woman is chayiv. Why? Because really, you would say that it's Zman Gram, it's time bound. And it's to say that it's time bound, and she should be exempt. Yet we know that there's a famous connection between Zachor and Sham. Whoever is Chayiv in Shamor, the negatives, the Lotases, and Malach on Shabbos, those individuals are Chayiv in the Asay. So therefore, a woman, since she's Chayiv, of course, to abide by the Lotases, not to do Malach on Shabbat, so she's Chayiv in the Asays to go ahead and make Kiddush, like a Nero, covered Oneg Shabbat. So it seems simple enough. We should apply that to Yom Tov. There's only one problem. The Gemara in Berachot, when it makes the connection between Zachor and Shamor, the Gemara is only talking about Shabbat. We need another source to say that that should be applied to Yom Tov as well. So it's fascinating that the Gemara and the Rishonim do not openly discuss this, as far as I know, but we do have some later shitot that do. The Shulchan Harav does say that Zachor v'Shamor, just like it applies to Kiddush on Shabbat, so too does it apply to Kiddush on Yom Tov, and therefore women are in fact chayav on Kiddush and Yom Tov. The Ben Ish Chai says this as well. And Rav Moshe Feinstein, also Nizigris Moshe Paskins this way as well, that based on the Rambam that says Zachor v'Shamor by Kiddush, it applies to Shabbat, it applies to Yom Tov as well. Moshe does not quote the Ben Ish Chai or the Shulchan Harav, but on his own he makes the limud. So that is his approach. Rabbi Akiva Eiger, and his Tshuva says, well, women are not chayiv in Kiddush on Yom Tov, but rather have accepted it upon themselves. So apparently, according to Rabbi Akiva Eiger, they do not have that hekesh Zachor v'Shamor by Yom Tov, it's specifically by Shabbat. So, be that as it may, the fact is many poskim hold that women are obligated in Kiddush on Yom Tov, and therefore we say Kiddush, and that's all fine. There's only one small question. If, in fact, the woman is not obligated in Kiddush, so for Ashkenazim, Ashkenazic women say a Berachot even if they're not obligated. Ashkenazic woman says a Berachot on Sukkah, on Lulav. Even if she's not obligated, she does the mitzvah, she makes the bracha. And therefore, by Kiddush, maybe even if she's not obligated in Kiddush, she can still say Kiddush. But what about a Sephardic woman who doesn't say a bracha on Lulav, doesn't say a bracha on Sukkah, according to most Sephardic traditions, certainly according to Rabbi Vadia? Could she go ahead and say Kiddush if she's not obligated in it? So Rosh Zalman Auerbach raises this very question and says it could be that a Sephardic woman, if she is not chayav in Kiddush on Yom Tov, she's not allowed to say Kiddush. She should make sure that she hears it from a man who is chayav in Kiddush. So it's a fascinating sugya, which we may assume, of course, a woman's chayav in Kiddush on Yom Tov. Why not? Just like Zachor v'Shamor on Shabbat, so to Yom Tov, not so simple. Many poskim do say that. Yes, she is obligated in Kiddush, but there are those that are concerned that no, we do not have a limud Zachor v'Shamor by Yom Tov. It only applies to Shabbat. Halacha l'maisa, of course, everyone should talk to a posek about what to do. L'maisa, so far as saying Kiddush, especially a Sephardic woman. An Ashkenazic woman certainly could say Kiddush. Many poskim hold she's chayav, and even if she's not, there's room to say she could say it. But for Sephardic poskim, if they don't say that a woman is chayav, then it's not so simple she could do it as a reshut. So that should certainly be discussed with a posek. Shalom.